Hello everybody and welcome back to Center Hill Cards, where today we will be unboxing a Upper Deck 1992 baseball box. As you can see, it's a perfectly sealed with the Upper Deck plastic, has the Upper Deck logo on it, and it is not been opened. And as you can see, the Ted Williams on the bottom of the box. They made 2,500 of the autograph baseball hero card. So it's something I don't know if on YouTube, if anybody has found one. I looked through a few videos yesterday and did not see where anybody had opened it. So I figured I'd give it a try, and this will be part of, depending on what day this video is released, it could be a Take It Back Tuesday, Way Back Wednesday, or Throw It Back Thursday. We'll just have to figure that out. But without any further ado, let's get into it and see if we can find Ted Williams autograph. Notable rookies are Manny Ramirez is the most valuable. Of course, he's not in the Hall of Fame with some of his issues. Let's see what else. Pedro Martinez is another rookie card. Then other stars like Ken Griffey Jr., Deion Sanders, Nolan Ryan, Ricky Henderson, Don Mattingly, some of which aren't Hall of Famers. But the Deion Sanders card is a short print, which some of the most valuable cards in this set are even graded PSA 10, maybe sell for around $30 or so. You'd have to check on eBay and see what the current pricing is. But we're going to keep these in the box, and I can see where they're pulled from, just to see if that's any future reference. So it'd be good if we could get Manny Ramirez and get some of the good cards first. Deion Sanders short print. Alright, Bedrock, Steve Bedrosian. Card number 1. And there's, as you notice, or if you hadn't seen before, these cards are so unorganized. They're flipped all different ways and upside down and up, or turned around, whatever. It's just it's a nightmare to open, and it's like one of the worst. The way they correlate them, it's you can ever get. All right, let's get going here. Gary Thurman, Brooke Jacoby, Mark Portugal. Let's see. I go through and get them turned around, and of course, I didn't buy that many of these back in the day, so a lot of the Braves cards that I won't have in my collection, and that would be good for that. And also, I collect rookies, top prospects cards, whatever you call the rookie cards. Monty Ferris, Bill Barbary. There's the Tom Glavine. So I get Brady number 1. Mike Greenwell. Kevin Rimmer. Louis Solo. Chris Hammond. And the portrait, it's got the team checklist on the back of it. Eddie Murray. That names all the players. So any Hall of Famers such as Eddie Murray, Tom Glavine, and anybody else that we get, they're not worth a lot, but It's good to have in the collection if you collect more than just the early cards of all the players. Okay, we got the first top prospect of Jeremy Burnett's, Joey Cora, Dave Winfield. Pack number 2, let's go clockwise. I hope everybody is having a good day and had a good weekend, as today is Monday as I'm filming. Gotta love how the Titans turned out, even though they lost Derrick Henry for basically the whole regular season for sure. But they looked good. Adrian Peterson he scored at least one touchdown. I didn't watch it all, but that was good to see them beat the Rams like they did. All right, we got a first little hologram. Jeff Facero, Bob Ojeda, Jose Offerman, Darren Lewis, Gary Templeton, Storm Davis, John Kruk, Tom Pagnozzi, Giants hologram, Willie Wilson, formerly of the Royals, before that. Oh, now we're doing that. I definitely have seen that before, where you get reruns, as I call them, duplicates of the same card. Too bad it's not some of the best cards. There's Spanky, Mike LaValliere, Rob Dibble. He's got his leg hacked up big time there. That's kind of odd kind of pose. All right, Indians portrait. Who is that? Oh, Greg Swindell. Okay. There's Royce Clayton. There's Jose Canseco, which would have been a real good card back in the day. See, he's part of the Bash Brothers with Mark McGuire. All right, go around the horn here, backwards. Open these tamper-proof packaging, which was Upper Deck innovated the industry by the way they packaged, and the card stock is not thick, but the portraits, all the pictures were a step above a lot of the other brands back then, manufacturers. Another Bob Ojeda, Jeff Facero, Gary Reedus, Mike Sims, Lon Behringer, the Brave, Charlie Huff. He pitched ever since I was collecting cards. He's like he I guess he still has cards. He's of course he's showing his knuckleball pitch. So he pitched forever and ever. It's crazy. It's like he's always old in the early cards that I've seen. We got Brett Butler, which is the first Major League player I got autograph of, as I've mentioned before, in person at the Braves game in '83. All right, Mark Carleone. Got Tigers hologram. We got piggyback here. Quino. Andujar Cedeno. I gotta go. Leo Gomez. Bob Wickman, top prospect number 2. Brayo Casillo, star rookie. Which back then, Upper Deck, the people they chose didn't really pan out back then. Ricky Jordan. There's so many of these players that they put on top prospect or star rookies that just didn't really pan out. Which is unfortunate. As collectors, you see the rookie cards, even back when I started really collecting, when I started getting income and making decent money. Mark Guthrie, Cecil Fielder, Diamond Skills, which those Diamond Skill cards, it's kind of a, can't really tell it from a regular card, which is kind of a waste of the way they did it. They should have made more of a big deal of being a subset card. Dave Stewart. Dave Justice. There's another good Braves player back in the day. Dwayne Henry. On the back, was it? Yep. Bob Malecki. Ron Gant. There we go. That's good. Diving into second. That's a good picture. I like that one. That's cool. Jim Gantner. There's another Andy Arcedeno. Vince Coleman. He was played for the Cardinals quite a bit. That was his first after he played for the Mets. Chris Sabo, which he don't have his big thick goggles on in that one. Willie Banks, star rookie. Star rookie number 2. Cal Jr. and Billy, another subset of the Bloodlines card. There's another Ron Gant with his diving. Alrighty. Down to next level. How long will it take us to get the Manny Ramirez? Ricky Bones. Ken Hill. Ron Harper. Mickey Mordini. Tom Browning. David Cone, which was a good pitcher for a while back in the day. Lynn Braggs, he was a Brewer. Giants, got a rerun hologram. How about a Braves hologram up in here? There's a good Bagwell, another big time player. We got a checklist. Dickie Thon. Danny Jackson. Fred McGriff with the Padres before he went to the Braves in '94. Portrait card with a checklist. Mark Neufeld, top prospect. Number 3. Jim Gantner. Joe Carter, another solid player. Definitely played in All-Star, World Series and All-Star game. Go up, go back around. It's always fun to rip. It don't matter. Don't matter if you can't get a big guaranteed to get autograph or relic or whatever. This is stuff I didn't really get to open, so I'm alright with that. You know, take it for what it's worth. Enjoy it. Chris Carpenter, another solid pitcher. Annie Moda. Carlos Garcia. Greg Kettert. Davis Seal. Kevin Seitzer. Dante Bichette, which is Bo Bichette's dad, as most people probably know. A's hologram. Doug DeCenzo. Danny Tartable. Dave Magadan. Bip Roberts. Cecil Fielder. Portrait card. Another check this. Oh, there you go. Klesko and Jim Thome. That's cool. Definitely didn't have that card. We got our first Ted Williams with no autograph. But, you know, the odds on getting one of 2,500 out of all these, that's how many, what the population for each card on average is for the regular set. Mike Boddicker. Keep going around here. Brian Hickerson. Rick Honeycutt. Walt Terrell. Kelly Downs. Tom Foley. Louis Rivera. Neil Heaton. Milt Thompson. Chuck McElroy. There's Hojo. Howard Johnson. Willie McGee. Also played with the Cardinals. Solid batter. Always had high batting averages. Felix Vermean. Carlos Hernandez. Rodriguez. Top prospect. Tom Goodwin, star rookie. Another one that didn't really pan out. Kevin Bass. Frank Tanana. Wade Boggs, not a Hall of Famer. Diamond Skills card. David West. Roger Clemens. Maybe being a Hall of Fame one day. I mean, who knows? Maybe not, but could be. Only time will tell. Lance Parrish. Julio Machado. Ramon. I need Pedro. A lot of people were high on Ramon more than Pedro, but Pedro was the one that made the Hall of Fame. Another Joey Cora. Jose Rio. Mike Harkey. Andy Van Slyke. Sean Dunston. Roger Sockland. Another one that nobody remembers. There's Chris and Tony Gwynn. On the Bloodlines card, and Tony was definitely a big-time solid batter. Great batting averages. And Holt Star. Too bad he didn't get the ring for the World Series. Another Ramon. I need a Pedro. Come on. Rafael Palmeiro. Another great player that got caught up in the scandal of the 90s. Brian Barnes. Steve Hosey. Another top prospect that you don't remember. There we go to Willie McGee. Portrait card. Ed Whitson. Walt Weiss, which is a manager of the Braves now. World champion Braves, in case you didn't know. Jeff Reed. Frank Bola. Jay Brown. Des Martinez. Presidente. Dale Hamilton. Wayne Ward. Frank Castillo. Jeff Montgomery. Kevin Tapney. All right. I don't know how many more times I'm going to give this a try, but it's worth a shot. Tim Cruz. It is definitely a very time-consuming. Wayne House. Bob McClellan. Donnie Hill. Mike McFarland. Darren Jackson. Kevin Moss. Bill Pacoda. George Bell. Hubie Brooks. Pat Borders. And I got the Brewers with a pitcher and Greg Vaughn. A checklist. Kent Herback. Bill expires. Let's go, Manny. We need a Manny. Don't have to worry about that. At least get one. Tim Belcher. Rafael Ramirez. Which he's a former Brave. As he played in 92 before he went to the Astros. Mel Rojas. Ernest Riles. Thomas Howard. Bruce Ruffin. Franklin Stubbs. Throwback. There's a chicken with Cecil. Which I've got to get my other cards. I've got the chicken. I think it's $82. It's got the chicken rookie card. Which they didn't back then. They didn't really had show other mascots, but San Diego chicken was the only one I remember seeing quite a bit. Juan Samuel, which was a pretty fast, speedy dude. Kevin Apier, good pitcher. There's Jim Abbott by the computer. That's the Be Cool, Stay in School promotion. Andy Ashby. Darren Fletcher. Joe Orsolak. I'm rounding off this row stack. Well, this one's a little tougher. Hensley Mullins. Cal Ripken Jr. Diamond Skills. There we go. I always love getting Hall of Famers, no matter what year it was, how many cards they had before this one. Dave Smith, Eddie Zuski, Mike Humphreys, Omar Alvarez, West Chamberlain, Steve Sachs, which he was a Dodger then a Yankee. Another Tigers hologram. I want a Brave. There's Al Suna doing his little videography. Gary Varsho, Greg Jeffries, Hal Morris, Wilfredo Cordero, Star Rookie. There's brothers Roberto and Sandy Alomar Jr. West Chamberlain. Let's move this. There we go. After this row, we'll be about halfway. Juan Guzman.